Hey everyone, it's Becca here from the Digital Project Manager. I recently sat down with 3 experienced PMs to hear their thoughts on a very important question. How can I get better at prioritization as a project manager? Essentially, the 3 key pieces of advice that they shared were to 1, start using value stream maps, 2, pause and think, and 3, tap into your inner consultant. Let's dive in to talk about each one. Okay, so tip number 1 is start using value stream maps. This means mapping out every step of your project's process, including the material and information that needs to flow at each step.
Once you're comfortable with starting to influence management with just that initial introduction to cost of delay, now start using value stream maps. A value stream map will show you the cycle time and all the delays in the cycle time for any given team, or more often a management team's decisions. Because if you can say to management, every week you delay your project portfolio decision costs us as an organization X million dollars, because that's often what it is. And the senior leadership decision time often dwarfs any product development time.
One thing Johanna did say was that we really need to be careful with how we approach leadership on this. Don't go telling them that they're wrong or that they're doing a bad job. This is really just going to create problems for you in the long run. Instead, present them with the data and ask them how they propose they reduce decision time. The next step is to pause and think. When receiving new information, it can be so tempting to just redirect focus and dive right in. But Patrice recommends just taking a moment to pause, think, and really consider what the situation actually requires.
Well, I was a PM that thought I knew how to prioritize. And like I said, I was oftentimes jumping the gun because I was worried about something that I heard. And instead of, waiting to see how that played out, I jumped ahead 5 or 6 steps. So I would say that taking a beat and understanding where the thing that's happening right now falls within priority list, and just making sure to double check yourself. I think that's probably the best thing. If I had stopped for a few minutes to think about what it was that I was doing, I wouldn't have done it. So taking a beat and, really thinking about what it is that you're doing, if you're raising a red flag, or if you have to ask a question that might be alarming to somebody else or would take them off track, just thinking about it first is probably super helpful.
If you want more advice for how to hone your prioritization skills, we actually have a prioritization workshop, worksheet, and checklist in our DPM membership. You can check it out at the link below. I think you'll find it helpful. The final tip is to tap into your inner consultant. Now, this means leaning into your expertise as a senior project manager and adding value by helping your clients make better project decisions.
There can be that point where, based on our knowledge, we can actually help them make a better decision, and it's helping marketers or helping our clients help themselves. And a lot of that comes down to using your past knowledge, using the fact that if a client is coming in and they say they need everything all at once, it's going back to the triangle of time, scope, and budget. And what then happens is that helps the client then prioritize what's most important.
So to boil it all down, tip number 1 is to use value stream maps in order to prioritize projects that have the highest cost of delay. Tip number 2 is to really pause and think when you're given new information. Consider what the situation really calls for so that you're not jumping the gun and redirecting focus unnecessarily. And tip number 3, put on your project consultant hat so that you can use your past lessons learned to inform better decision making. If you have a tip of your own for how to prioritize better, I'd love to know. Pop it in the comments below and be sure to subscribe and like for more content like this. Thanks for watching.